Hi, so I'm a little bit late on this video because it is discussing about November events. Now, I like to do events like happenings or activities, but I noticed that most deaf people use the sign events. And I always use it as like, hey, what's up? But it's still used for events, and it's also used for, hey, what's up? So anyway, so that's kind of the progression. So anyway, so I'm a little bit late on these events. So November the 1st, if you're Catholic, or if you know someone who is Catholic, November the 1st is All Saints Day. Now, yes, this is for like senator, Congress, that kind of thing. It's like a group, but it's also used for saints because it's like a group of people. So it's all you're kind of scooping it up. All Saints Day. That's November the 1st. Then also, what starts November the 1st and ends November the 2nd is Day of the Dead. And that is mostly a Mexican celebration, and it is a celebration, even though it's called Day of the Dead. It is not Halloween, but they do celebrate the people that they know and love who have passed on. So it's a way of honoring them. So Day of the Dead is an honor, not necessarily a Halloween. So it's not a Halloween. Then on November the 2nd, it's All Souls Day. Again, if you're Catholic, or if you kind of celebrate those same things, All Souls Day, and that's for people who have passed on. So it's kind of the same as the Day of the Dead. Then this year, let's see, oh wait, not yet. November the 3rd, no. And that's funny, November the 4th is Blood Pressure Day. That's funny, because I just did that recently about blood pressure, so I need to check it. And then Tuesday, and then Sunday, sorry, kind of skipping ahead. So Sunday, November the 3rd, was ending day, and you can do it either lights or lights. And I think this one's easier to remember because this is dark and the opposite would be light, but also this is lights. When you're flicking that 8-hand, lights, I turn the lights on. But if you're like in a dark room, you would say turn on the lights. If it's your car, turn on the lights or turn them off. Turn on the lights, turn them off, or flick them, whatever. But this is also light. So you could do it either way. You could say daylight savings time ends. Daylight savings time ends. So anyway, you change your clocks back. B-A-C-K, back. And you spell it as you go backwards, back. So you change your clocks back 1 hour. Okay, so then Tuesday, November the 5th this year is Election Day. And it is election, and it started because way back in the day, you had this box and it had a slot. And so you filled out your form and then you put it in the slot. And maybe before that, they had something smaller, and then they just put their piece of paper in there and they wrote it down, who they wanted to vote for, and then they put it down. But this is vote. And so however it has progressed or changed over the years, it is still voting. Maybe it'll change to, but they're always changing the voting machines. And so it may stay vote. But that's what you're doing, is you're putting your piece of paper, like you've written the name of who you're voting for on a piece of paper, and then you have a jar, let's say, and then you put that piece of paper in. So that's what that's voting. You don't take it out, you're putting it in because you don't want to take out the votes out. You want to put them in. And it's also, how funny, it's National Red Hair Day. That's funny. Okay. One of my sisters has red hair. Um, and then everyone can get behind the November the 6th National Nacho Day. And I would spell it because nacho's going to have many things on it. Okay. And then let's see what else, because I know that something coming. November the 11th is Veterans Day. Now, I spelled vet because we don't want to do vet. Remember, this is a veterinarian, a doctor who is a veteran, a vet, not a veteran. So a veteran is what? It's an ex-military. So you could do X, this is X, and instead of spelling X, and you could spell ex-military, but I always go like ex-military. This is the military. It's also the sign for Army because there's one for Marines, Coast Guard, Navy. Um, so they have their own little signs. And did I miss anyone? Let's Army, Navy, Marines, Coast Guard, Air Force. I don't know why that just kind of gave me a blank. So I always do ex-military. And because this is this general sign for military, and this is why it's a sign for the Army, because you're holding your weapon. So so I can do Veterans Day, or I can do ex-military day. That is a veteran. So sometimes if you want to do that explanation of that Veterans Day is November the 11th, and the observance. And so observance in sign language is different than what we do. So when we're involved in it, I mean, it's observance, but we're not observing. We could, the whole ceremony, right? Or honor it, but I think it might be more clear is that November the 11th, if you want to say we observe, so we want to be involved in ex-military day, like if people like get flags and they set them up on the graves, the cemetery, or they go to a celebration, so where they honor ex-military, because they don't necessarily have to be dead. They can still be alive. It's just if they served in the military but they're not on active duty. And Memorial Day, Remember Day, or Memorial Day, Look Back Day, those are the people who died during the service. So that's while they're serving in the military. So that's Memorial Day. So, so Veterans Day is November the 11th, or ex-military day. So now you have some ideas. If someone's going, vet, you mean you're going to the vet? No, the ex-military day. So you can do either one. And as an interpreter, I've had to do both just because of the way people are speaking, or the speed or whatever. So we do celebrate that. And from, I think, World War I, they have Armistice Day, and I would also spell that. But most people know it is Veterans Day, that anyone who served in the military, and that's mostly if they're still alive, and they kind of reserve Memorial Day for those who have passed on. Okay. So then we have other fun family days, but I kind of wanted to get through some of the signs because it's a gratitude month. So we said Thanksgiving. So if you want to do, just reserve that for Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving. Then you can say gratitude month. You can say gratitude month. You can just do one thank you. Thank you, Thanksgiving, gratitude month. So you can decide. That's what's fun about sign language. I know people want like, oh, it must be this way, this way, or this way. But on the other hand, it's kind of nice to be flexible because it is a concept language. So, and I know we've already discussed a lot of Thanksgiving signs, so I didn't really want to go into that. But many people, they'll say, oh, what are you thankful for? Your gratitude month. And they say, oh, I'm so blessed A handshake, blessed, blessed, and I'm grateful, gratitude. It's the same concept. So it's going to be the same sign. Um, um, Hang on a second. There was another one I thought was kind of fun. I'm so sorry. I hate all this dead air. But I don't want to miss anything. Okay, and then we have Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving. This is turkey. This is a Q hand shape or a G hand shape. It's a G this way and a Q this way, but it also represents their little thing that hangs down. So a turkey, so Turkey Day or Thanksgiving. I prefer Thanksgiving just because of the concept instead of just Turkey Day. So, but the whole concept of being grateful for everything that we have. And you say for our food, the harvest, we gather that in. We've done Native Americans or Native Americans, and they helped the people that came here to set up a new country. And some of the new Native Americans were friendly and helpful so they could stay alive. And others were like, wait just a minute, there's too many people coming over here and invading and imposing, forcing their culture on us. And so I think it's a tough day now, because indigenous people are going, wait. We helped y'all and then y'all kind of betrayed us, betrayed us. So anyway, so some people have it more of a gratitude month, and it's like, let me list all the things that I'm grateful for. Sometimes we get so involved in dwelling on the food, and that's okay that we have an abundance, and I think that's the whole point, is that we have an abundance of food, plenty of food. You could say a lot of food, plenty of food. So that's, and then eat, feast. But sometimes if you want to have a true feast, you're reflecting, you think about, you look back, and you really savor. So a feast is more like, oh, I have different things I can really enjoy or savor. It's delicious. So I have different food that I can savor. So sometimes it's the concept that you're going for, or that you're thinking about, or what's the best way. And then another important day I thought was November the 30th, and that is Small Business Day. And why is that? Because we have Black Friday, which is the day after Thanksgiving. So Black Friday, everyone wants to, oh, we're so thankful and we have everyone here and blah, blah, blah. And then the next day, they all storm the stores and shop. So bye. And so people aren't as patient with each other as they should. And then they want, so that November the 30th also is called Small Business Day, because they want to support small businesses instead of the big chain stores where they're everywhere the same. But small businesses, people, they need to sell, to shop or sell their things as well. So support Small Business Day. Also during the week that you can be involved in, or observance, remember you can be involved in, is they say drowsy driving, but it could be drowsy, but it could also be drunk driving. You have to be careful and to have people to be safe. And then also for people during Thanksgiving, they'll do like a puzzle, or puzzle, P-U-Z-Z-L-E, and they put them together, and so they buy that, and so that week you can be involved during the Thanksgiving holiday to do that with your family. Also, it's American Diabetes Month, because you need to be careful of how much sugar and how many carbs you're putting into your body. And Family Stories Month, like if, for example, like if your religion doesn't do national holidays, you can do different things like Family Stories Month, and to keep that family history alive. I think that's wonderful. And of course, you know, to help the American military families. And since it's plural, I want to do it twice. And hang on a second. Yeah, and that where you said the Gratitude Month, and it's the Native American Heritage Month, Heritage or History Month, and to learn about their culture and their history. I think that's a wonderful activity to be involved in. And then also to the National Stomach Cancer Awareness. I didn't really know that there was a month as that. And then the National Raisin Bread Month, which I love that. But it's always good to have that during that Thanksgiving holiday. People have these traditions, but it's good to have it in the month. Like I said, for example, if your religion is not involved in national holidays, and some religions do not do that. But you can also have activities that you're involved in or observances. Because we're not observing it, you know, we want people to be involved in different activities. So anyway, practice and have fun and enjoy, and I will see you later. Bye.